Long ago, the Israelites, God's chosen people, went to live in Egypt. At first they were welcomed, but time passed, and a new pharaoh came to rule Egypt. This pharaoh was powerful and proud. He saw the Israelites growing in number and became afraid. He worried that they would become too strong and might turn against him. Pharaoh decided to act harshly. He wanted to limit the Israelites' power. He made them slaves, forcing them to build grand cities and work in the fields under the scorching sun. Their lives became filled with hardship and suffering. Still, the Israelites continued to grow in number, and Pharaoh's fear only increased. Driven by his paranoia, Pharaoh issued a dreadful command. He ordered all newborn Israelite baby boys to be thrown into the Nile River. He hoped this cruel act would reduce the Israelite population and protect his throne. The Israelites were devastated. They cried out to God in their despair, begging for deliverance from this terrible decree. Amidst the fear and sorrow, a woman from the tribe of Levi gave birth to a son. Looking at her beautiful baby boy, she knew she couldn't obey Pharaoh's command. This mother, Jochebed, was a woman of great faith. She trusted that God would protect her child. Jochebed hid her baby boy for as long as she could, keeping him safe from the prying eyes of Pharaoh's soldiers. But as he grew bigger, it became more and more difficult to keep him hidden. She knew she needed a plan, a way to save her precious son from certain death. With a heavy heart but determined spirit, Jochebed devised a daring plan. She carefully wove a basket from reeds, sealing it with tar to make it watertight. This special cradle would be her son's only hope. She prayed for God's protection, placing her trust in his plan. Jochebed carried her baby to the Nile River. Gently she placed him in the basket among the reeds. Her heart ached, but she knew she had to trust in God's plan. Nearby, hidden among the reeds, her daughter Miriam kept watch. It wasn't long before Pharaoh's daughter came to the river to bathe. As she was attended by her servants, she noticed the basket among the reeds. Curious, she asked her maidservant to bring it to her. When Pharaoh's daughter opened the basket, she saw the baby. He was crying, and she felt sorry for him. She knew immediately that he was an Israelite baby, but instead of harming him, as her father had commanded, compassion filled her heart. She decided to adopt him as her own son. Miriam, who had been watching from a distance, saw what happened. She bravely approached Pharaoh's daughter, asking, "Shall I go and call one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you?" Pharaoh's daughter agreed. Miriam ran and quickly called her mother, Jochebed. Pharaoh's daughter told Jochebed, "Take this baby and nurse him for me and I will pay you." So Jochebed took her own son back home. She cared for him and loved him. When the child was older, she brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, who named him Moses. God had watched over Moses, even when he was in danger. God had a special plan for Moses. He would grow up to lead the Israelites out of Egypt and into the Promised Land.
Thank you for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe.